Jaren's 5-minute reviews. The Gathering Storm. The 4th episode of the Book of Boba Fett, for me, is my favourite of them all. It's different, it's unique, and it really sets up the Pike's threat. My favourite aspect, of course, is the Boba Fett flashbacks. I watch them a lot, and they always bring me some joy and interest, because that's where the Boba Fett relationship begins, and the fact that they bond so quickly just shows that they are definitely a familiar pair, as we see in The Mandalorian, the tragedy. And I like the bit where they try to get the save one mark, which is amazing. That moment, badass, and love Fennec and Boba. Temeura, great job, love it. And then before it, when they first meet, it's one of the more different approaches, because Fennec's a bit untrustworthy because of the bounties and stuff like that. She's on the run. And then again, but Boba's just like cool and calm. And I'll tell you why. Because he finally thinks he's found Arlie and it's right. And he has learned so much from the Tusken Raiders. If it wasn't for them, this wouldn't happen. So it's important to talk about that. And then the moment where they think they destroyed the Tusken's killer, but have they killed the Tuskens, or is it something else? You'll find out later on in the series of rivalries. But let's get back to it. We only got less than whatever. I just love that scene when they're talking about joint forces at the end, because it's after when Fennec brutally defeats the Sarlacc, and I personally just love that moment where they're at the campfire, and those quotes just really resonate well with me, and I just feel like a lot of goosebumps, and like they've had to put through so much, and Boba wants revenge, and Boba wants to fix things, and it does resonate with his daimyo personality. You never get enough of it, and that's what makes it so well done. That scene just says, oh, okay. It reminds me of the Doctor 2 scenes, like in the Joy Wick era, where you kind of feel it and then it just kind of makes sense and clicks into gear. I mean, Fennec struggling to see the deal until she realises that there may be potential with Boba, and rightly so. And also you get the flashback of Boba killing Bib Fortuna, which you see in The Rescue. A good episode. I'll get to that review one day. But then we go back to the present day, where Boba is still wanting to try and explore this, even though he knows they could be in the siege by any day, and that's not what he wants. But he knows it's going to come because the Pikes are a threat. And I love that scene with Castranton, because he nearly killed Boba, but what is his... why pick on someone? Why? At least Ghost tries to calm him down, but nah, he ends up doing some damage. And then Boba thinks, right, once again, classic Boba Fett. He recruits him, and I love the fact that he recruits Castranton, because he's definitely an asset to the squad, because it's what they need, especially with an independent attack. Now, the last scene, what I love about it is the fact that Boba attempts to do deals, and yes, there's some consequences later on, but it shows how much he wants to try and keep peace, and he knows he has to go for it. And when they start to look at the options at the end, and you kind of feel like, who do they turn to? And Fennec knows who to turn to when Boba says, oh, we need muscle. And then that little sign of the Mandalorian, it really makes sense and enjoyment, and like the fact it really gets you ready for the next stuff. And I just love the whole discussion, and where Boba are discussing, because it does make really important the fact that they need reinforcements, they need an army, they need protection, and Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, is what they need. Overall, definitely the best episode for me, and I just love it. I hope you enjoyed this 5-minute review. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Phasma Endurance and stay tuned for more podcasts. See ya!